Before you start watching this video, I recommend that you play Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, or it is known in Japanese as Sen no Kiseki 1 and 2, and as well as some events from the other games which will be spoiled if you play this entry, such as Trails of Sky or Sora no Kiseki in Japanese, and as well as Trails of Azure Blue, which is the tentative title for Zero no Kiseki, Ao no Kiseki, which hasn't released out of Japan, so there'll be some spoilers from those games if you haven't played them. And I'll show you some of the battle system, the fishing, and some of the changes in this new entry. In this entry, you could equip 2 Master Quartzes opposed to the one in Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2. And I've played 80 hours in my save, which I've completed the game, but I'm just using an older save just to refrain from spoilers. So I'll show you there's a bit of changes in the fishing in comparison to Cold Steel 1 and 2, such as when you press a button you have to push that button when it comes up, but this time you just use the circle button opposed to using the triangle when it comes up, or if it's X it comes up you push the X. So, and also the type of rod you had has a lot of effect on how well you do for fishing. So here's an example. You can see the 60 on the bottom. If the fish goes past there, then you've probably missed out on catching the fish. Or if line up the top, if it goes red and you keep pressing it forward, you could end up snapping a line. And if that happens, you miss the fish as well. So that gives you just some basics on the fishing. So if you do get like the best rod you could get. So now, since I've shown you that part, I'll show you the battle system and a few of the changes. But first, I'll get into an encounter. Might be able to get. Triangle is like crafts, which is same as the other games. Square is orbital arts, attacking ones, yeah, and these ones are more support buffs and healing. And you probably notice there is a new feature called Brave Orders, and I've got Brave Points on the right hand side. So you just push it up where the lightning bolt is on the directional button. So I could pick, say, Altina, which allows a barrier for 4 turns, even though I shouldn't really use it. It includes 4 player turns, so I should use it, say, near where Altina is on the left hand side where all the turn order is. So I could just use it now to show you sample and get 10% EP and HP. And the bottom directional is run, the left hand directional is items, X is move, and circle is attack. But I'm not sure if this control scheme will be changed in the English version of the game. And you probably notice that our control scheme is very much like Persona 5. So I'll show you a bit more of the gameplay. Okay, if we get a critical. And here we go, there's another new bit. I took him into a break mode. There's a blue bar on the bottom, and once that's depleted you can dish out all the attacks you like, so it's an easy way to accumulate brave points, and it's easy to get critical attacks, so that produce more brave points where you could use rush attacks, or whether you want to use it as a brave order, or save up for 5 brave points and use a burst. Probably end up overkilling this guy anyway. Yep. And break him and kill him. I'll probably overkill him anyway, even though I'll come up with a... Oh. I believe this one I might not. Critical. Slash, yep. Slash, yes. And I'll be able to get one as well, since all those enemies are on break. So I should be able to get another one. And I'll also talk about the story in this one is a lot better in comparison to Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2, which I won't spoil, and I'm considering doing a spoiler talks video as well at some point, if you like. If you really want to request it, just comment in the comment sections or subscribe to my channel. And also the music here is really good, and it has a lot of music from some of the other entries of the series, so I'll just finish off this battle, and I hope you enjoyed this video.